This video is to continue what we've been talking about in the lesson. And this is for practicing C, G, D, A, E, major and harmonic minor scales in contrary motion. Okay, except not quite like that. We're going to be doing it slowly and first hands separately. Then we'll be putting it hands together. And there's even a stage 2 where we will add some rotation to the scale as well. The first thing is with this staccato contrary motion scale, the first step is the physical part where we will be making sure that we release our muscles, which we have talked about in class, which we have practiced. The whole, releasing, flopping, and all that good stuff. So that feeling of releasing the arm muscles and therefore letting the arm fall, that's what we're going for. Except this time we'll actually play notes. Okay, so for example, if I were to play D with my thumb, okay, hold my hand over, my arm over the D, and then release my arm muscles, and then it drops and hits the note. Now, if we are freely releasing and letting it fall, it's going to give a good sound, a medium loud to loud sound. So if you hear a soft sound, then you know something is not right. You're holding back. Your muscles are still tight. So you want to listen for the nice, good, healthy, pretty loud sound. Okay, so it should be at least like that much. Okay, so a good, healthy sound. But always you need to be aware of your muscles here. Are you letting go? Okay, because it's possible to get a loud sound by hitting. So when we hit, our muscles are tense up, they contract, and it's the muscular force that allows you to move the arm. But when by relaxing the muscles and letting the arm fall down, that's very different from hitting. Okay, it looks similar in the sense that the end result is that you make a sound, but the way you produce it is completely opposite. Okay, completely opposite. Okay, so keep that in mind. So we're going to be practicing letting go the arm muscles, but we're going to then, as soon as we hit the key, bounce out, right? Bounce out, bounce out, bounce. Bounces out. So it is a staccato sound. Okay. Now the image to have is a bouncing ball. Okay. You just let the ball bounce. Okay. So it comes down and then you ball hits the ground and bounces back up. So that very free feeling of the ball just bouncing on the ground, falling, hitting the ground, bouncing up, going up into the air, falling down again. That's the feeling we want to have eventually when we do the scale, for example. So I'm just bouncing from note to note. Okay. Now the thing is, the hand and the arm do not actually bounce. Your hand and arm are not a ball. If you keep your muscles relaxed, what's going to happen? They're just going to sit there, or maybe they might slide down like that. So how do you bounce? Well, it doesn't matter really how you think about it. Just have the image of the bouncing ball and then focus on falling into the next note. So if you're focusing always on releasing the muscle to fall into the next note, then the bounce will probably be correct. But to know how we bounce, it's very simple, right? You have to pick up the arm, right? The arm will not magically bounce. So the way we bounce is actually the muscles here will tighten to pick it up. Okay? So the muscles will tighten. Okay? I can feel the muscles, right? The biceps here going whoop, whoop, whoop. So your muscles quickly contract to pick up the arm. But it's a quick, brief, short contraction, because when you're going to the next note, you will then let go of the muscles again to fall into the next note. So you release the muscles, you fall into the first note, you quickly contract your muscles to bring it up, okay? But then as the arm comes up, then you release the muscles again to fall into the next note. And then as soon as you hit, the muscles contract to pick up the arm, and as the arm comes up into the air, then you let go so that it can fall into the next one. So there's a constant rhythm of activity. Letting go, contract, pick it up. Letting go, bounce. Letting go, bounce. Letting go, bounce. Letting go, bounce, etc. So this timing of controlling the coordination of your muscle activity here, pick up, let go, pick up, let go, pick up, let go, that's at the heart of being a pianist, where you have coordination and control over the timing of your nerve and muscular impulses. Phew, that sounded very oversmart. Okay, so the first step is the bouncing ball. We want to get the bouncing ball in place. Now, try to keep your arm straight. Here we go. Okay, not a crooked thing. Try to keep it as straight as possible. This is aligned, not like that. Okay, so that's one thing. The other thing is, we don't want to be trying to reach with the thumb. So for example, you see, I'm reaching my thumb to get to the G here, but I don't need to do any of that. I'm not trying to play legato, so there's no need. Just keep it straight and just move the arm over. Just move the arm over. The arm just moves very freely. Okay, very freely. Just moves very, very freely over. Okay, so watch out for that. Watch out for the twisting of the wrist. Okay. The other thing is, we want our fingers to be strong. So even though to produce the sound, our arm is falling, and it's falling because our muscles are relaxing. Our muscles are relaxing, and the arm is falling. But is our wrist relaxed, and is the finger that's playing going to relax? For example, let's say I'm playing my second finger, okay, or maybe my pinky here. Okay, pinky. Okay, is my pinky relaxed? No, you got to make it strong. So you got to make it strong, and the wrist has to be strong, firm, not loose. It has to be strong. Okay, strong, because it has to transmit. This has to be strong to transmit the weight of the arm, the falling arm, into the key. If the wrist is too flabby, then we might lose some energy. Okay, so think about that. Keep it firm. Don't keep it very flabby like that, loose. Keep it firm, so that when you fall, whoops, there we go. It goes straight into the key. So strong finger, strong wrist. Okay, release the upper arm muscles. When you hit the note, quick muscular activity to pick it up again, to bounce up. Okay. When you're first doing this, you may not be able to play boing, boing, boing without feeling like you're not able to release the arm muscles. You may feel like your arm muscles are staying tight. So be very sensitive to the feeling in your arm. Be very sensitive to the feeling in here of whether you are truly letting your arm fall into the key. If you sense some tightness, you're not able to let go, then just do one note at a time and stop, refresh yourself in between each one. Okay? Relax, wiggle your shoulders around. Okay? Just focus on each one by itself, and then you're more likely to be able to do it correctly and release those muscles. Okay? And it's important that we keep it short, because we don't want to drop in and then sort of be pushing or squeezing into the note. So by playing staccato, we're really focusing on getting the sound and instantly coming out of it. Okay, we're going for that, just that attack. The other thing is, so take the time that you need, and later you can try keeping a steady beat. 2 octaves. And again, the bouncing ball image is good. As it bounces, it comes up, it reaches a certain maximum height, and then starts to fall again. Okay, never stops at the bottom, just keeps going like that. Okay, very free. The other thing is, don't strike with the wrist or the finger. So I have students that do this. They're coming down with the arm, but then they'll also add a bit of wrist movement like this. So what's happening is they are playing not just from the arm, but they're playing from here. So we don't want that right now. We're focusing on just the sound coming from the hand, the arm falling into the key, and it pokes the key in with the finger. So no striking with the wrist, and also no striking from the finger. Okay. So in other words, okay, your this kind of very striking. I'm coming down, but then I'm also kind of moving the finger. So watch out for striking with the finger. Now you do need to have the finger extended to get the note. So even though the sound is produced by the arm falling in, it has to go through each finger. So for each finger, just extend the finger a little bit more downward, so that is the finger that is producing the sound. So now my thumb's a little bit more down. Okay. Second finger. Third finger. Fourth finger. A little bit more. Little bit more down. A little bit more down. Okay. So it's extended. So then that's the one that plays. So activated, it becomes stronger and firmer compared to the other fingers. But the other fingers are going to be as relaxed as possible. So try to let them relax and be hanging down, and not be up in the air. So watch out for this kind of thing. See? Everyone's kind of, up in the air. Okay, so let them hang down. Be relaxed. Relaxed. Relaxed.